Now on Good Morning Northwest, we are on the scene of breaking news. A person hit and killed by a car near Airway Heights.
We see another bit of a transition day as our weather does improve. The sunshine and the warmer days that are coming our way is coming your way.
And breaking overnight, Russian President Vladimir Putin has a warning for the West. He's ready for nuclear war. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now.
Thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. It is Wednesday, March 13th. Let's start off with some breaking news. A crash near the Spokane airport. Washington State Patrol says at least one person is dead. Highway 2 is blocked between Spotted Road and Flint Road.
Allison Martinez is live on the scene. Allison, what have you learned in the last hour?
Good morning. The Spokane Police Department has confirmed that a car struck a pedestrian around midnight here in Airway Heights. Now that pedestrian is dead and the driver is currently in custody. Now the Spokane Police Department has not yet determined if drugs or alcohol were involved in this incident. Now the pedestrian who died this morning has not yet been identified. They didn't have an ID on them, and the Spokane Police Department says it is likely that this person was a transient. Now, there are no other closures at this time, though Highway 2 from Spotted Road to Flint Road will be blocked off in both directions for several hours. We're already seeing a ton of traffic and confusion from drivers this morning as we start the day. Now, if you're heading out this way, please allow plenty of extra time as you head through this area, especially if you're headed through to the airport, as that area is already seeing slowdowns from spring break traffic and now with this additional closure. We'll be sure to bring you more information as soon as it becomes available. For now, this is Allison Martinez, 4 News Now. Back to you in studio.
Allison, thanks so much.
Here's Mark with our first alert forecast.
All right, good morning, everybody. So temperatures are cool. I mean, we're sitting at 30 degrees in Spokane, 32 into Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene, a little more cloud cover, and we still see quite a bit of energy that's into areas of the higher elevation. So we look at the 4 things you need to know. Plenty of sunshine today, certainly compared to yesterday. The winds are going to be light. We do have a warming trend that's going to start building in for the weekend where it's going to be sunny and much warmer. It's going to be nice. We track where the moisture is right now, and just some light snow continues to fall into the higher elevations. There is some patchy fog in North Idaho as well. That continues to get pushed out by this afternoon. Everything is looking pretty good, and I think we're going to see a really nice afternoon, certainly into eastern Washington and into the Central Basin. It's going to sort of hang out into North Idaho throughout into this evening, certainly into the central panhandle as it continues to move out. 32 into the valley, 31 Deer Park, 33 into Coeur d'Alene right now. And our day today, we're going to see temperatures that are going to climb to what we had yesterday, but we're going to have more sunshine, 48 degrees, and the sun setting about 6:50 tonight.
The Washington presidential primary results are in, and they have effectively decided which candidates will represent the Republican and Democratic parties in the 2024 presidential election.
No surprise, it'll be a rematch of the 2020 election. Former President Trump won Washington State's Republican primary with nearly 74% of the vote. An allocation of delegates from his primary win allows Trump to reach the 1,215 mark necessary to become his party's presumptive nominee. Trump won't become the official GOP presidential nominee until the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee this July.
President Biden clinched the win in Washington State's Democratic primary with nearly 86% of the vote, which also gives him enough delegates to win his party's nomination. The Democrats will officially nominate Biden at their national convention in Chicago in August.
And in Spokane County, the elections office reporting just a 27.8% voter turnout for this presidential primary. While Trump and Biden easily won their party's primary, Trump looks to be the favorite here in the county, pulling in almost 7,500 more votes than Biden, with 10,000 votes left to count. And of course, you can keep up with all of our election coverage for the 2024 election season at KXLY.com/forthepeople.
And at the Breaking Now desk, new details breaking overnight. Russian President Vladimir Putin announcing this morning that Russia is ready to use nuclear weapons if necessary for state security. Now, this comes as several Russian territories have been targeted by Ukrainian drones in the past 24 hours. The Russian Ministry of Defense says at least 58 drones were shot down by air defenses last night into this morning. Putin saying the recent attacks on Russian regions are an effort by Ukrainian forces to prevent the holding of President presidential elections. Now, just yesterday, the Biden administration announced a new military aid package for Ukraine. The package is worth up to $300 million and includes artillery ammunition, anti-aircraft missiles, and anti-armor systems. Now, the last time the U.S. sent a military aid package to Ukraine was back in December. But the president is still saying this latest aid package isn't enough and is asking Congress to pass additional funding.
Congress must pass the bipartisan national security bill now, which includes urgent funding for Ukraine. We must act before it literally is too late.
A senior defense official saying that the package is not a sustainable long-term solution, and Congress will need to pass a supplemental spending bill that includes more aid for Ukraine. Now, a supplemental funding bill has already passed the Senate, but Republican leadership in the House have refused to bring the bill up for a vote. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thanks. The Idaho Supreme Court says it will not step in on the U of I murders case. The High Court has declined to hear Bryan Kohberger's request to appeal the Latah County judge's decision not to dismiss the charges against him. Kohberger is charged with the first-degree murders of Madison Mogen, Xander Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonzalez. State police and the FBI arrested Kohberger in December of 2022, and the judge entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. Most recently, both parties in the case have argued about where and when a trial could take place, but it's not likely a trial will begin in 2024. Small businesses in the Garland district are still trying to bounce back and fully recover from the pandemic.
To attract more customers, local developers plan to build a 44-unit apartment complex behind the Garland Theater. Ryan Berg is the developer behind the project. He says building an apartment complex at Monroe and Walton will help bring more foot traffic to the area.
Right now with the Garland district, there's a lot of businesses that, they all survived COVID and they're coming right out of COVID still. And we just want to help revitalize in any way we can to get more pedestrians down there.
The construction will begin this summer. Berg says it should be finished in spring of next year. Good Morning Northwest time is now just about 7 minutes after 6.
Let's check back in with Mark Peterson here, who has a look at our forecast. It's going to be a nice end to our week here, Mark.
Okay, 60s. This just looks warm, doesn't it? It just looks spring-like. Spring arrives Tuesday at about 8 p.m. next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday,
Okay.
yeah.
Getting there, yeah, winter is going to go out like a lamb. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to have more on your forecast coming up.
And do you have a plan for celebrating St. Patrick's Day? Well, we'll tell you how a North Idaho beer distributor wants to make sure you get home safe and sound.
And new information this morning about the Boeing plane that lost its door plug mid-flight. Up next, when warning signs started alerting the crews of an issue.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, lady, when is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna, yeah, okay, well.
Hi.
Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories, create traditions, share stories, find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home, in every room, in every moment. Make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
Second Harvest believes no child should go hungry. Every week, volunteers pack meals for over 10,000 children through the Bite to Go program.
There are more kids than you may think who need food support over the weekends. Bite to Go program is a network of businesses, faith organizations, and civic organizations that have banded together to help fight child hunger. We're here to provide nutritional support so kids can show up ready to learn on Monday mornings.
Numerica Credit Union is proud to donate $1,000 to Second Harvest Bite to Go program. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
Mom's gonna love this.
All right, kids, come on. It's time for bed.
Good morning, Mr. Snuggles.
Make breakfast special with the cocoa and hazelnutty goodness of Nutella.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. and Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get $5,000 total value on Silverado, LTZ, and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing in all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Four News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Fiery moments on Capitol Hill as the House Judiciary Committee questioned former special counsel Robert Hur.
Hur took questions for more than 4 hours about his report into President Joe Biden's mishandling of classified documents. Hur's report not charging the president with criminal activity, but including shocking details which appeared to question his cognitive ability. Some Democrats accused Hur, a Republican, of using language that was politically damaging against the president.
This morning, new details about this terrifying moment. A door panel blew off an Alaska Airlines plane in mid-flight in January. The airline now confirms the Boeing jet was scheduled to be taken out of service that very night for maintenance. The New York Times reports warning lights had previously alerted the crew to a possible pressurization problem, but the plane continued to be flown for 10 more days.
Boeing's manufacturing woes are rippling across the industry. Southwest, which flies only Boeing jets, says it will now stop hiring pilots and flight attendants and may have to reduce flight schedules because of delivery delays from Boeing. United Airlines also imposing a hiring freeze, and Alaska Airlines is warning of a possible schedule changes. Analysts say these problems could end up costing Boeing billions. More than 2,800 Boeing jets are in service nationwide.
Haiti is working to appoint an interim prime minister. The goal is to stabilize the country long enough for presidential elections. The last of those happened in 2016, but gang members and former coup leaders say they won't recognize the transitional government. The Pentagon is on alert for possible mass migration from Haiti. The World Food Program warns 1 million people there are one step away from famine.
In our Wednesday morning 10-second takeaway, it is a mild, so I guess on the cool side, 31 degrees. Light layers needed certainly as you head out. Sunshine later on, so have your sunglasses at the ready. 48 for the high today.
St. Patrick's Day is Sunday, and some people are looking forward to celebrating all weekend long.
A North Idaho beer distributor wants to make sure everyone is safe, so it's sponsoring Uber coupons to make sure people in Kootenai County have a sober ride home. The St. Patrick's Day parade in downtown Coeur d'Alene starts at 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Sherman Avenue is expected to be busy this weekend, and police will be busy as well. So Watkins Distributing has partnered with North Idaho's DUI task force to hand out coupons. All you have to do is scan the QR code to get $10 off an Uber ride. Police hope this will prevent people from drinking and driving.
The best safety tip we can recommend is to plan ahead. If you plan to be out at the bars this weekend enjoying the holiday weekend, or if you happen to find yourself there, make arrangements to either have a taxi, Uber, or call for a safe ride home so you don't find yourself driving.
That applies to wherever you're celebrating this weekend. You can also find these QR codes at local bars or at the Watkins Distributing Facebook page. Should be a fun weekend, though. Just stay safe.
That's a really great idea, too.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:13.
Have you filed your taxes yet? You might be eligible for free help if you live in Washington. We have that story coming right up.
And as we send you off to a commercial break, let's take a live look over the One Spokane Stadium where the Velocity will be playing this weekend.
First home game.
Should be so fun. Thanks so much for spending part of your morning with us. We'll see you after the break.
Going on right now for a limited time. Get 1.9% financing for 72 months on select F-150s. Only at Wendell Ford. Drive for generations.
Culligan, the water wizard of Oz.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
This is not just laundry. This is laundry that's one and done. This is the ultra-fast combo laundry machine that does both washing and drying cycles. This is revolutionizing laundry. This is GE Profile.
Fred's has the GE Profile one and done laundry machine in stock and on sale for only $24.99. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
It's that time of year to book your roofing project now, before the spring rush hits at McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. And when you purchase a new CertainTeed roof today, you'll get a 5-star lifetime material and labor warranty upgrade for free.
If you need a new mattress, what you don't know could end up costing you. Come to Twilight Bedding Mattress Factory and talk to the experts. We make your mattress right here in our factory, so we can tell you exactly what it's made of. Twilight Bedding is also the only place in the area where you can still buy a double-sided mattress. Visit our website to learn the top 10 questions to ask when buying a mattress. And then come see us. Sleep Right by Twilight.
Welcome to Move Fitness.
Let's go.
I really got the feeling today that everything is going my way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Sign up now with no enrollment fee. Move Fitness.
Let's go.
Going on right now for a limited time. Get 1.9% financing for 72 months on select F-150s. Only at Wendell Ford. Drive for generations.
4 News Now is brought to you by Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's now 6:17. Some Washingtonians could file their taxes for free this year.
Nearly 1.1 million Washington residents are eligible for this new free IRS direct file pilot program. This comes as part of President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act. It includes Washington and 11 other states. On average, the individual taxpayer spends around 13 hours and more than $200 in preparation to file a return. Now, Direct File provides a free, secure option for taxpayers with simple tax solutions. Similar to paid services like TurboTax, live customer service support will also be available to ensure accurate filings at no cost.
With Direct File, you have a direct pipeline to the IRS for your tax return. With Direct File, there are no extra fees. You can't beat the price. It's free. It's also simple, secure, and accurate.
Now, during its trial phase, the IRS claimed users have saved hundreds of dollars and reported that the tool is simple and straightforward to use. Taxes are due April 15th, so you have a little more than a month left. Now, to find out if you qualify, you can find this story on KXLY.com.
Here is a live look again over that one Spokane Stadium, the home of Spokane's USL teams. The Velocity kicking off this weekend. First ever home game. So excited.
It'll be so fun.
Everybody's excited. Garco is there. They turned the lights on for us early this morning. I just want to thank them.
Garco. Appreciate you.
Great partners. Got to tell you, we take a look at what we have now. Yesterday, we had the grapple. We had those isolated and scattered thunderstorms that were small, but yeah, brought in some change. You had some snow and sun at the same time, right? Well, we see the system slowly making its way out. Sandpoint, Newport, Athol still picking up some light snow this morning. By this afternoon, that'll be a done deal, and everybody's looking pretty good. Now, it is a cool start, mild by our overnight low averages, but we're sitting about freezing into downtown, 31 Deer Park, 31 also in Post Falls. Forecast for the day, going to be right on average, 48 degrees. We're going to be mostly sunny, mild. The afternoon looks to be beautiful. Winds are going to be light. Tonight, with a fairly clear sky, it will get down to 28 degrees. It'll be a frosty start. We look at what we have now with cloud cover included, and we're seeing the clearing skies into the central basin, a few scattered showers into areas of the Olympics, and then coming into parts of the Cascades, but just isolated. And we see this entire system continuing to move down into the central plains of the U.S. and the northern territories. They're seeing some snow. For us, it's going to be warmer air that's moving in, and so we see Saturday, Sunday, that high pressure coming in, setting down. We're going to continue to have that influence all the way into the beginning of the week, and that means that warmer air is going to hang out. So we look at the forecast radar. All of this exits by about noon in our area. We're going to see it continue to make its way through the central panhandle. But for eastern Washington and North Idaho, by tonight, things clear out, dry out. And again, we'll get cool tomorrow morning, but we'll see warmer air coming in to mix that in not only during the day, but in the evening hours. So our highs today are going to be 48. We'll see that in Colville, 51 Ritzville, 45 into Pullman. Planning forecast. We're planning on 50 on Thursday, mid-50s Friday, 60 on Saturday, sunny, and 62 Monday, Tuesday, low 60s. Now, what happens beyond that is that we look at what we can expect through the end of the month, warmer than average, all the way down into Northern California and stretching into the Central Rockies. However, we will see more precipitation come in the form of rain with higher elevation snow potential. That's going to be towards the end of the month. So we're not going to remain dry all month long, but we are expecting to see a band of showers really on the east slopes of the Rockies. We could get a little bit of that. So warmer than average towards the end of the month, and some spring showers to bring in, you know, April flowers. March, April.
Whatever they say.
It just
April
didn't. Showers, May,
You're a little ahead.
Well,
Or
Mother
behind,
Nature
I
is
don't
too.
know.
That's fair.
All right, Mark, thanks. It's now 6:21.
Like most people, both Gonzaga men's and women's basketball teams left the city of Las Vegas losing. After the break, find out what this could mean for March Madness tournament seedings. Next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey Ben, the thermostat's acting up. You work for Bill's Heating and Air. You know how to fix this, right?
I just do their commercials.
Ben, the AC's broken. Come on, you work for Bill's. You must know something about this.
Bro, I'm just their spokesperson.
Dude, the furnace is so loud. You work for Bill's Heating. You can fix it, right?
You do know I'm a basketball player, right?
Bill's Heating and AC is offering financing as low as 0% for 5 years. Call today.
For all your heating and cooling needs, leave it to the real professionals at Bill's.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you?
I gotta call Swap.
You forgot your check.
We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Right now, there's just so much happening in our world.
And so much happening.
Right here in the Northwest.
Making sense of it all, that's not always so easy.
And that's where we come in.
Good morning, Northwest, and good morning, America.
We're right here, and we got you.
We got you, Northwest.
We're going to level with you. We had a bit of an incident here at the store, and now we're in the process of some repairs.
And while we rebuild, we thought we'd have a construction sale, and I think we're nailing it.
We've lowered prices on all our inventory, including our best sellers in dining room, living room, and bedroom.
Looking for a new recliner or sectional? You know we always guarantee the lowest Lazy Boy prices.
We aren't screwing around with this sale, and you don't want to miss it.
Kerner Furniture's construction sale is going on now.
Kerner Furniture, nice store, low prices.
Go, Chiefs, go!
Timberlake knocks it down. Van Holm keeps it free. Van Holm turns, shoots, and scores!
Saturday, March 16th in the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, it's the Spokane Chiefs Miller Lite St. Patty Day Jersey Sweepstakes and the Vista Way to Save poster giveaway. Game-worn specialty jerseys will be auctioned off to benefit Big Table Spokane. Fans can enter to win a customized jersey at the Miller Lite table or sign up at SpokaneChiefs.com. Spokane and Tri-City, Saturday, March 16th, special game time 6:30. For tickets, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
For a limited time, Pape Machinery is blowing out select model year 2023 inventory at dealer cost. Pick up a brand new John Deere compact tractor for a fraction of the original price. Stop by Pape Machinery Ag and Turf today to get started.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minensone. Lady Luck was not on Gonzaga's side in Las Vegas. The Bulldogs came up short to St. Mary's 69-60 in the WCC championship game. St. Mary's was in front almost the entire game. Gonzaga didn't take the lead until about the 7-minute mark of the second half. The Gales finished the game on an 18-8 run thanks to Aiden Mahaney, who had a game-high 23 points. Gonzaga star big man Graham Ike was in foul trouble most of the way, and the Bulldogs never got in a rhythm. Gonzaga was a 6th seed for the NCAA tournament heading into the night, according to ESPN. That could change come the NCAA selection show on Sunday. As for the Gonzaga women, it was also not their day. The Bulldogs fell to Portland 67-66 in their conference championship game. Kaylin Trong missed the three in the final seconds that would have given Gonzaga the victory. It's the second straight year Gonzaga has lost to the Pilots in the WCC title. The Bulldogs' 24-game winning streak also comes to an end, and the chances of hosting in the first few rounds of the NCAA tournament are in jeopardy. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Not a great day for basketball, but hey, check this out. Girls wrestling has now become the fastest growing U.S. high school sport. In Pennsylvania alone, the number of girl wrestlers has nearly doubled, going from 0 teams in 2020 to 180 high school teams in 2024. State champion Savannah Witt says she's competed in wrestling for years, watching the sport grow from just her and another girl to an arena filled with supporters cheering on all those female athletes. So cool.
Yeah. Amazing.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:25.
TikTok's time may be up soon. Today, the House is set to vote on a nationwide ban of the popular app. Sydney Charles is breaking down why some say a ban is a violation of the First Amendment.
And roads are blocked off for a fatal crash near Airway Heights. We'll check back in with Allison Martinez, who is live with what we know so far. And before we go to break, here's a first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America, starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, why one of the biggest retailers in the world is cutting prices. Swedish furniture giant IKEA slashing their already notoriously low prices, relaunching the new lower price campaign.
Insane. Half of entire sections are clearance.
They've already had low prices for as long as I can remember. So the fact that I have went in recently and noticed even lower prices was just shocking.
IKEA is reducing the pricing on a lot of their products due to the fact that global inflation is coming down, and the company is now investing a lot in infrastructure and supply chain, which will further reduce the prices on their most popular products.
So will other major stores follow IKEA's lead? It's all coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, New York.
RSV can severely affect the lungs and lower airways.
But I'm protected with Arexvy.
Arexvy is a vaccine used to prevent lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. RSV can be serious for those over 60, including those with asthma, diabetes, COPD, and certain other conditions.
But I'm protected.
Arexvy is proven to be over 82% effective in preventing lower respiratory disease from RSV and over 94% effective in those with these health conditions. Arexvy does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients. Those with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most common side effects are injection site pain, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, and joint pain.
I chose Arexvy.
RSV? Make it Arexvy.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Save your greed!
Grow your love for the outdoors at the 62nd Annual Bighorn Show. Visit and shop hundreds of vendors and exhibitors. Check out the Trophy Territory Annual Exhibition. Go fishing with the kids at Les Schwab Fishing World. Enjoy live music. You will find it all at this year's Bighorn Show. Get your tickets and more details at bighornshow.com.
This month, CalCars is going crazy with mad savings on the biggest selection of tricked-out trucks and sporty SUVs.
We've aggressively priced these rigs so low that this month we're offering a price match guarantee, which means if you find the same type of vehicle anywhere else for less, we will match it guaranteed.
And during this madness of savings, $40 down is all you need.
It's go time this week at Cal.
Gold Seal Plumbing is the only local company to offer the Light Ray pipelining system, which allows us to repair your pipes without digging any holes and can be done in less than a day. Our factory certified technicians use a high-speed chain cleaner that grinds away obstruction. Then our no-dig system pushes the liner down the pipe, and within minutes, the liner is hardened, making a seamless and durable pipe that will last decades. To see the full video, go to goldsealplumbing.com/trenchless and call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Grow your love for the outdoors at the 62nd Annual Bighorn Show. Visit and shop hundreds of vendors and exhibitors. Check out the Trophy Territory Annual Exhibition. Go fishing with the kids at Les Schwab Fishing World. Enjoy live music. You will find it all at this year's Bighorn Show. Get your tickets and more details at bighornshow.com.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour with breaking news. A crash near the Spokane airport. It's deadly. Washington State Patrol says at least one person has died. Highway 2 is blocked between Spotted Road and Flint Road.
Allison Martinez is live there this morning. Allison, you've been speaking with police as you're out there. What's the latest update?
Good morning. Now, the Spokane Police Department has confirmed that a car struck a pedestrian around 12:30 near Airway Heights. That pedestrian is dead and the driver is currently in custody. According to the Spokane Police Department, they have not yet determined if drugs or alcohol are involved in this incident. Now, for that pedestrian who died, they have not been able to identify them this morning. They did not have an ID on them, and the Spokane Police Department says it is likely that this person was a transient. Now, Highway 2 from Spotted Road to Flint is completely blocked off, closed down in both directions this morning, so definitely be aware as you head out the door. Allow plenty of time. This area will be closed off for several hours as the Spokane Police Department investigates. Now, drivers are being detoured from Flint to Airport Drive to Spotted and vice versa. Now, if you're heading out this way, allow plenty of extra time, especially if you're heading through to the airport. That area is already seeing slowdowns for spring break travel, and with these additional closures should allow plenty of extra time. We're already seeing plenty of confused drivers making U-turns and just a lot of traffic through this area this morning. We'll be sure to bring you more information as soon as it becomes available. This is Allison Martinez, 4 News Now. Back to you in studio.
Allison, thanks so much.
Let's check back in with Mark Peterson for a look at our first alert forecast.
Yeah, it is a chilly start, 30 degrees now, 32 into Coeur d'Alene. Beautiful shot there with wet roads on 95. They've had and held on to that moisture a little longer than we did as it continues to make its way out. There will be plenty of sunshine in the afternoon, certainly with the 4 things you need to know. Winds are going to be light today, certainly compared to yesterday. We do start to see a warming trend bringing us into a sunny and warmer weekend. It's going to be great. Now, we look at the radar, and over the past 3 hours, we've seen this continue to make its way south and to the east, slowly making its way out of the area. By this afternoon, it'll be a done deal, and we'll see more sunshine. So as we see this progress through Sandpoint, still picking up some light snow, we see that again into the Newport area, and then it's moving east slowly. So that's going to continue to exit into the central panhandle by this afternoon out of our region. 32 into the valley, 31 Deer Park, and 29 into Spangle. The forecast today, increased sunshine, a few variable clouds, and a high today of 48 degrees.
And at the Breaking Now desk, this morning we're following new updates about the potential ban on TikTok. In just a few hours, the U.S. House is set to hold a vote right here at the Capitol on a bill that would force TikTok's Chinese parent company to sell the app or face a ban in the U.S. Now, former President Donald Trump spearheaded the effort to potentially get rid of the social media platform while he was in office, but he's since changed course. Now, despite Trump's now opposing the bipartisan bill, most lawmakers still support it. The bill made it through the U.S. Energy and Commerce Committee, led by Eastern Washington Representative Kathy McMorris Rodgers last week. It would require the app's Chinese parent company, ByteDance, to sever ties with the app within 6 months or risk getting blocked on app stores and websites across the country.
You also have to shut down the website associated with the app to prevent its functionality. But the bill remains narrowly focused on social media apps tied to 4 adversary countries. That's it.
China Select Committee Chairman Mike Gallagher echoes FBI Director Christopher Wray, who testified before Congress this week, saying the Beijing-based app poses a threat to national security and warned TikTok could be used to spy on Americans and possibly influence the election. And despite Trump originally supporting the calls from lawmakers to ban the app when he was president, he has now backed away from that stance, expressing concern if TikTok were completely out of the picture.
There's, a lot of good and there's a lot of bad with TikTok. But the thing I don't like is that without TikTok, you can make Facebook bigger. And I consider Facebook to be an enemy of the people.
TikTok says a ban would trample the First Amendment rights of 170 million Americans. The bill is expected to pass the chamber with bipartisan support. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
The Spokane woman who investigators say is responsible for helping move $125,000 worth of drugs a month in the Spokane area will spend the next 11 years in prison. 36-year-old Amy Riggs pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute. According to the DEA, she played a major role in trafficking meth and fentanyl in eastern Washington. Investigators also say Riggs was involved in a 2022 shootout with a man in order to retrieve more than 50,000 fentanyl pills that were stolen from her. They say Riggs was in charge of tracking which stash houses in the Spokane area police raided and to see if anyone was working with investigators.
We're removing an individual who's an extremely large driver of violent crime in our community and removing the source and supply of so many fentanyl pills and methamphetamine that cause so many other negative effects on our community safety.
To learn more about this case and to see where some of the safe houses were found, look for this story on KXLY.com.
Well, in a story you first saw here on 4 News Now, Spokane icon John Stockton is suing the state of Washington over its sanctioning of doctors who speak out about COVID-19. His lawyer, Rick Jaffe, says the stakes go beyond a person's COVID beliefs. According to Jaffe, since 2021, the state of Washington has investigated, prosecuted, or sanctioned 60 medical experts over its COVID policy.
We are going to define what the role is of government in terms of restricting the free speech, the soapbox speech of professionals, and this case will be the definitive case on that issue.
Stockton's team believes the legal persecution of a physician for voicing an opinion outside of offering medical care is a violation of that person's First Amendment right to freedom of speech. His attorneys filed the complaint last week, but they haven't served it to the Washington Attorney General's office yet.
The Spokane Children's Theater is struggling for answers this morning. This person broke into their building, stole a number of items. The theater lost microphones, a laptop, props, and donations in a locked case. The robbery happened early yesterday morning around 1:30. The theater says it is saddened by the destruction and loss of items. It'll take time to repair and replace what was lost. If you'd like to help, you can donate at SpokaneChildren'sTheater.org. If you know who stole those items or have any information that could help police find them, call Crime Check at this number on your screen, 509-456-2233. It's now 6:37.
Let's check back in with Mark with what you can expect as you head out the door this morning.
All right, so we've got a little bit of cloud cover, we got some clearing conditions, and it's a little on the chilly side. Temperatures potentially down to 29 degrees, so make sure the kids and yourself are dressed appropriately as you head out, knowing that this afternoon is going to be sunny. You can see there not only one Spokane Stadium, but above that, again, a clear sky with a little bit of cloud cover.
Wildfire season will be here before we know it. How Spokane fire crews are getting a head start at curbing the fire risk.
Plus, 2 Spokane families are without a home this morning after a fire. The new details on what started it, that's coming up after this break.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
From the beautiful craftsmanship of cabinets to the stylish looks of granite, quartz, and marble countertops, Northwest Granite has the staff and selection to help you transform your home, office, or cabin into the place of your dreams. Northwest Granite.
At Northern Quest. Pentatonics. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at northernquest.com. Don't miss Pentatonics Live. Produced by Live Nation.
Hi, I'm Mike from Mechanics Pride Tire and Automotive.
We've been in business now for 34 years. We built this company on honesty, integrity, and we are here for you and your entire family.
We have 3 locations here in town, one downtown on the South Hill and one out in the valley off of Pines. Customer service is our #1 priority.
At Mechanics Pride Tire and Automotive,
Our pride is your satisfaction.
Introducing permanent year-round outdoor lighting. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day.
Cetaphil Moisturizing Lotion hydrates for a full 48 hours. Because a lot can happen in 48 hours. Dermatologist recommended Cetaphil. We do skin. You do you.
It is now 6:40. Wildfire season is approaching, so Spokane fire crews are conducting fuels reduction now.
They're trimming branches close to the ground to reduce the wildfire risk. Only some of the trees have been pruned and treated, so we asked the fire department why some people might see a difference. They say the city has been awarded a grant for $1.5 million, but the fire department hasn't received that money yet. When it comes to work out of the crew's own budget, the department doesn't always have a choice of where it happens.
You basically don't want to put a hand crew on a project that you should have a masticator on, and vice versa. And we only have certain tools available to us.
Now, if you're worried about wildfire risk in your neighborhood, you can reach out to your local forester, the DNR, or Nick Jeffries, who you heard from there at the Spokane Fire Department.
All right, DNR, 10-second takeaway on this Wednesday morning. It's a cold start, I guess. I keep calling it mild. Light layers needed as you head out the door. You'll need your sunglasses. We'll have sunshine today with a high of 48 degrees.
The Red Cross is helping 2 Spokane families and their 8 children find a place to live. Their homes damaged in a garage fire yesterday. It happened at a duplex near East Rockwell Avenue, just off of Division. On your screen right now are photos of some of the damage that was left behind. Investigators say a candle started the fire used by someone living in that garage illegally. The fire department estimates the fire did $100,000 in damage.
We now know the house fire in Northwest Spokane that killed a man was intentionally caused by the man who died. The fire happened last Tuesday on Elmhurst Avenue near West Francis. Investigators say the man tampered with a natural gas line following an argument with his roommates. They say this explains the loud explosions that neighbors heard. Investigators have not released that man's name. Good morning. Northwest time is approaching 6:43.
We are tracking some breaking news this morning. A fatal crash may hinder your morning commute. Allison Martinez is live.
A section of Highway 2 is completely blocked off in both directions this morning after a vehicle hit a pedestrian, leaving them dead. We have all the updates you need coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, lady, when is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna... Yeah, okay, well...
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
The spring rush is on to get those home remodel projects going this week at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop for wood.
Upgrade your flooring with over 60 different styles and colors of vinyl plank, hardwood, or vinyl tile flooring. And if you're looking for decking, nobody has a better quality selection at Early Bird Spring Savings than the hometown pros at Windsor.
Windsor Plywood.
With 2 locations in Spokane.
slam dunk a deal on 170 new Kias at George Guy Kia. You can't afford to miss this sales event. Score the winning deal with the new 2024 EV6 Wind all-wheel drive for only $335 a month. New 2024 Forte LXS only $199 a month.
Now that's a slam dunk.
Come visit the George Guy team today in Liberty Lake off I-90 or online anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
With Flonase, allergies don't have to be scary. Spraying Flonase daily gives you long-lasting, non-drowsy relief. Psst, psst. Flonase, all good. Also, try our allergy headache and nighttime pills.
It's the big kickoff event this month at Northwest Fence, where every year we launch the fencing season with great bargains on fence and automated gate packages. So give us a call to schedule your new chain link, vinyl, or ornamental iron fence. Or maybe you're a do-it-yourselfer looking for materials. Save a little the cost by shopping early and beating the summer rush during the spring launch at Northwest Fence. Nobody builds them better.
Want free college or career training? It's possible. Go to waggrant.org.
Welcome back. It's 6:45 for your money this morning. Some good news and some bad news when it comes to inflation. Some prices at the grocery store are up, others are down. Here's ABC's Andrea Fujii.
Applause on Wall Street as the S&P 500 hit a record high yesterday. Investors shrugging off a new report that finds inflation once again rose last month. Consumer prices were up 3.2% from a year ago, slightly above what was expected, and Americans are noticing.
I love Honeycrisp, but $8, $9 for a bag of apples? Nah, that's not good.
The main culprits keeping prices high? Gas rose 3.8%, rent rose 0.4%, clothing up 0.6%. Grocery prices overall were flat last month, but cereal and egg prices rose again, with eggs up nearly 6%.
I'm living paycheck to paycheck because it's so hard really to save.
President Biden touted Tuesday's inflation report, saying, "My top economic priority is lowering costs, and we continue to make progress."
If inflation is going down, that's great, but I have not seen any of my bills get cheaper. It does not feel like it's gotten better.
Some good news in the furniture industry. Costs are coming down. IKEA now says it's cutting prices.
IKEA is reducing the pricing on a lot of their products due to the fact that global inflation is coming down, and the company is now investing a lot in infrastructure and supply chain, which will further reduce the prices on their most popular products.
Furniture costs have dropped 4% in the last year, but with overall inflation rates ticking up slightly, don't expect the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates anytime before the summer at the earliest. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Hey, good news for golfers this morning. Spokane Parks and Rec says the creek at Qualchan Golf Course is opening today. Esmeralda is opening up this Friday, and this is all possible because of our warmer temperatures. I'm sure people are very excited about that, Mark.
Yes.
So the morning tea times, yeah, going to be crisp. But
bring a layer.
The afternoon's going to be great. All right, so let's take a tour of what's going on around the passes. Stevens Pass, snow-packed and icy. Snoqualmie Pass, 4th of July Pass, wet roadways, but Lookout Pass still has some light snow falling, and it is winter travel. It's just going to take a little while to get over to Montana, so just allow for that time as you go. We do have the continuation of that light snow that's falling into the area. Starting to see it taper off now, but it's going to be around for the next couple of hours, and then it'll push out. Temperatures right now hovering around freezing just about everywhere you go. 29 into Spangle, 25 into Cheney. So you're the cold spot right now. We all warm up into the upper 40s, even some low 50s downtown. Going to be sunny and mild for tonight. Temperatures down to 28 degrees. It's going to be a frosty start tomorrow. We'll see this continue to make its way out. We do have central Washington and eastern Washington clearing out high pressure building in. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to hold. We're going to have this warmer air mass coming in from the southwest, and that's going to warm us up quite nicely. 48 will be our high today, 54 Grand Coulee, Moses Lake 55 degrees. We'll see 55 by Friday. Saturday, it's going to be 60. Of course, parade 12 noon downtown. Going to be beautiful. Sunday, of course, St. Patrick's Day 62. Now we get into what will be the first day of spring happening at 8 o'clock at night. Wednesday, the first full day of spring. Whew, had to put it all together. Still going to be in the low 60s or around 60 degrees. So it's going to be a nice wrap up and start of our springtime.
I like the trend. Every day you add on a day, and I like it even more. Thanks, Mark.
It is now just about 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up next.
Thanks so much for waking up with us here on Good Morning Northwest to start your Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, Plumbing.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Schedule now for spring and receive $500 off.
Twilight Bedding is the choice for all your mattress needs and now has 2 convenient locations in Spokane. Every mattress is manufactured locally, right here in Spokane, and crafted to meet any need you have, whether it's for your bedroom, boat, RV, or your pet. Stop by either location today and talk with an expert about the mattress that's right for you. Sleep right by Twilight.
BECU isn't like other financial institutions, and the difference is people. Because we're not for profit, there's no boardroom of billionaires maximizing their margins. Our biggest stakeholders are people like you. It's our members who make money meaningful, so we focus on helping them thrive. It's the art student bringing beauty to his community that makes a college loan matter. It's the mother building her family's foundation that makes a mortgage matter. It's people that make BECU matter. People like you.
Feeling Claritin Clear is like...
Is she?
Playing with the confidence of a pro and getting all up in that grass as if she doesn't have allergies. Yeah.
Nice.
We decided to put in an in-ground pool.
I literally went on Angie and typed in pool.
Getting to talk to different contractors, see different bids.
We wanted something beautiful. We wanted something that our children would feel happy swimming in.
And we love it.
Get started today at Angie.com.
Support low-income at-risk youth by investing in their future. Join me, Molly Allen, along with Ken Witter and special guest speaker Levi Horn for the annual Northeast Youth Center's Building Brighter Futures fundraiser.
All children deserve a safe place to be a kid. At the Northeast Youth Center, the staff provides a positive, secure, engaging environment for kids to thrive.
Join us to learn more about the Northeast Youth Center.
When it comes to quality roofing solutions, trust the experts at Roofs by Premier. Roofs by Premier has more than 50 years of experience in the Inland Northwest. Schedule now for spring and receive $500 off.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's just about 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles has details on a new warning from Russian President Vladimir Putin overnight.
We'll have sunny, warmer conditions today. Mark has your first alert forecast just ahead.
But first, a deadly crash blocking Highway 2 right now. Let's get to Allison Martinez with the breaking details.
Highway 2 is completely blocked off in both directions this morning from Spotted Road to Flint. According to the Spokane Police Department, around 12:30 in this area near Airway Heights, a vehicle struck a pedestrian. That pedestrian is dead and the driver is currently in custody. It has not yet been determined whether or not drugs or alcohol were involved. Now, as you head out the door this morning, cars are being detoured from Spotted Road to Airport Drive to Flint and vice versa. For updates, you can head to our website, KXLY.com.
The Idaho Supreme Court says it will not step in on the U of I murders case. The High Court has declined to hear Bryan Kohberger's request to appeal the Latah County judge's decision not to dismiss the charges against him. Kohberger is charged with the first-degree murders of Madison Mogen, Xander Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonsalves. State police and FBI arrested Kohberger in December of 2022, and the judge entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. Both parties in the case have argued about where and when the trial could take place, but it's not likely it'll begin in 2024.
As we look at our current satellite and our First Alert Weather and the First Alert Weather app, again, still free and available in the App Store. We do have light snow still into parts of North Idaho and into Montana. If you're going to travel on I-90 over to Montana, look out past snowpacked and icy. Right now, temperatures are freezing out there, about 32 degrees, 30 officially, 25 into Cheney. Over the next 12 hours, we will see increased sunshine, fewer clouds, and a high of 48.
Washington presidential primary results are in, and they have effectively decided which candidates will represent the Republican and Democratic parties in the 2024 presidential election. Former President Trump won Washington state's Republican primary with nearly 74% of the vote. An allocation of delegates from his primary win allows Trump to reach the 1,215 mark necessary to become his party's presumptive nominee.
President Biden clinched the win in Washington state's Democratic primary with nearly 86% of the vote, which also gives him enough delegates to win his party's nomination. You can keep up with our coverage of the 2024 election season on our website, KXLY.com/forthepeople.
Some Washingtonians could file their taxes for free this year. Nearly 1.1 million Washington residents are eligible for the new free IRS Direct File pilot program. This comes as part of President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act. On average, the individual taxpayer spends more than $200 in preparation to file a return. Direct File provides a free, secure option for taxpayers with simple tax situations. Live customer service support will also be available to ensure accurate filings at no cost. For more information, find this story on KXLY.com.
A Spokane woman who investigators say is responsible for helping move $125,000 worth of drugs in a month in the Spokane area will spend the next 11 years in prison. 36-year-old Amy Riggs pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute. According to the DEA, she played a major role in trafficking meth and fentanyl in eastern Washington. Investigators also say Riggs was involved in a 2022 shootout with a man in order to retrieve more than 50,000 fentanyl pills that were stolen from her.
The Spokane Children's Theater is struggling for answers this morning. This person broke into their building yesterday morning and stole a number of items. The theater says it's saddened by the destruction and loss of items. If you'd like to help, you can donate at SpokaneChildren'sTheater.org. If you know who stole those items or have any information that could help find them, call Crime Check at 509-456-2233.
Details overnight. Russian President Vladimir Putin says Russia is ready to use nuclear weapons if necessary for state security. Now, the announcement follows a new wave of Ukrainian drone strikes. The Russian Ministry of Defense said at least 58 drones were shot down by air defenses overnight into this morning. Putin says the recent attacks are an effort by Ukrainian forces to prevent the holding of presidential elections. It comes as the Biden administration just announced a new military aid package for Ukraine worth up to $300 million.
Coming up next on Good Morning America, the latest on a high-stakes vote that could determine the future of TikTok. Lawmakers may potentially ban the app in the U.S.
Small businesses in the Garland district still trying to bounce back and fully recover from the pandemic. To attract more customers, local developers plan to build a 44-unit apartment complex behind the Garland Theater. Ryan Berg is the developer behind it. He says building an apartment complex at Monroe and Walton will help bring more foot traffic to the area. He says it should be done in the spring of next year. Weather with Marcus.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account. I get paid every time I buy something. It's like a bonus for me.
ABC's World News Tonight at 4 News Now, when the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
We're going to have clouds on the move right now. We have a fairly clear sky with clouds over Idaho and a few scattered snow flurries into the higher elevations, but they're all exiting out of the area. We're going to have a high today of 48 degrees. Things are looking pretty good, but they're looking great when we look at the planning forecast, planning for a beautiful weekend. Again, Saturday, the parade, 12 noon downtown, 3 o'clock into Coeur d'Alene for St. Patrick's Day parades. Of course, St. Patrick's Day itself, Sunday, sunny and 62 degrees with low 60s for the beginning of next week. Getting there, we're going to see that warming trend through Thursday and Friday.
Thanks so much for kicking off your Wednesday with us.
We hope to see you throughout Good Morning America with live local updates. GMA starts next.